Welcome back to IronXRanch. In this video, we've made the decision that we're going to continue with goats and we're going to add sheep. So let's back up to Northern California to see Unfinished Acres, to pick up 2 goats, and then Willow Creek Ranch to see Bill and Diane and get our first 2 sheep. Let's go take a trip. Hey everybody, we're back at my friend David Maureen's in Lincoln, California. We did a 10-hour drive yesterday to get here. It's a little bit before 6 in the morning. We are heading back to see Mark at Unfinished Acres. He's got a buckling set aside for us, and we're also going to get a replacement ewe for Thelma. So we're picking up 2 goats at Unfinished Acres. Then we're turning around and going to Willow Creek Ranch to see Diane and Bill. They've set aside 2 White Dorpers for us. It's the first 2 of their season, so obviously they will take anybody that's show quality, but they're going to give us the next choice. So that's a 3-hour drive into Fairfield, and then we get to turn around and go 10 hours down to San Diego. So this is going to be a long day. Try and show you part of it. Zach has already named our buckling Charlie, so we're going to go pick up Charlie and his future girlfriend, and we'll see how it goes. Talk to you later. All right, here we are, Unfinished Acres. We've already loaded the buckling Charlie in, and now we're coming down to pick out our doe. Well, so Zach already named the buck Charlie.
Charlie?
So
right.
That's Charlie.
Charlie's the buck. Well, you know, I'm going to have to still register him, so I'll just put Charlie.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. So here's the interesting thing. The 2 we got last time, the black one ended up really scrawny.
Wonder why.
I don't know. Well, she's thinner now because they both got sick.
Right.
Okay. But the white one, after about a month,
Just ballooned, huh?
just was like Rambo.
They're like little keepers.
Yeah.
And so these guys, they've been on graze basically just a week so far, for like the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
And as we get more and more grass, they'll
Yeah.
get 100% on.
Okay.
So when you're looking at here, that's half a week of graze and half a week of feeding.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can see it's starting to all kind of come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
What are you guys shaking for? Huh. Oh, you're stepping forward, huh? Kind of like the white one on the right. I think she's got the biggest build.
That's kind of what you want, right?
Yeah.
You want the. You don't eat the legs.
Right. I mean, are there any flaws there that I'm not seeing? Because I don't know what I'm looking at. But
So a lot of what we look at too is you look at your nose. It's good, nice big nose. Right?
okay.
You like to see a separation in the horns. You'll see on some of them they're gonna have like nothing between the horns.
Okay.
So you like a nice separation of the horns, a good a thick horn set. I like a little bit chunkier.
Yeah. Okay. Who's got the most personality?
It's hard to see because they're all field bred, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like we might have personality, but right now we're just gonna be scared.
Yeah. Probably the one with the nose in front. Is that?
That's right. Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Let her do a little bit of the work. Okay, now pick up her butt. There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you up there.
Okay.
Okay, in a classic brilliant move, when I got home, I had no video of Willow Creek Ranch, so I don't know if I didn't hit the record button or if I deleted it, but I don't have anything to show you of Bill and Diane's operation, which is a shame because it's a great operation and their sheep are gorgeous. But I will be going back up there in September, October to pick up a buck for the 2 females that we picked up now. So we will be sure to film it there and just chalk this up to further proof that this show will never win a Grammy. Hey everybody, Scott here. We got home about 10:30 last night. It was too dark to do anything, so we threw some food, a little more water into the animals in the trailer. And now it's about 7 in the morning. I'm going to go down and feed the existing animals. And Peps took off to Home Depot because we realized we didn't have any rope, and we want to lead those animals out of the trailer on a rope. We've got 11 acres, and if they escape, we've done that whole game of chasing them. We don't want to do that again. So he's grabbing some rope. He'll be back about 45 minutes, and then we'll be able to unload the animals. All right, hang on till then. I'm ready. Oh, this is big enough for anybody. I'm gonna need you to do this. So get where I am. You gotta get on her back. No, lift her up by here. Okay, I'll get under her shoulders. All right, so you kind of walk. Grab her.
The other one.
Why don't you grab one horn and I'll grab another. This gal is strong. Just leave the door open. Come over here and grab one of the horns. Okay, so that's done, but I'm guessing that 12 days after double hernia surgery, wrestling two 80-pound sheep and a 120-pound goat and then a buck, it's probably not in my doctor's recovery plan, but we just won't tell. All right, this is starting to look a little bit more like a ranch. We got everybody settled. It took us about 3 hours this morning. The feeder for the sheep did not show up yet, so we're just putting it on the ground. But let's go down and say hi. Thelma, who is our original goat who still survived, was being a real annoying and knocking everybody. So we moved the sheep to the other corral rather than wait for the feeder. And interesting thing to note, looking at these, is Thelma's the one on the ground. She is so much smaller than the other one we picked up. And that just, and see, she's being a bitch. That is our buck. And you can see right next to it right there, Thelma is smaller and they're about the same age. So that was not the good genetics. Oh, thank you very much. See, she's not being real nice. Give it about a month and he'll be bigger than she. So she'll have to shape up. So, and Zach named him Charlie. So Charlie is getting picked on right now, but he will be the big boy in there pretty soon. And let's go see our sheep. Okay, these are White Dorpers. And the reason we have the ropes on them is that I have to walk around. They've got that no fence on there, but I have to walk around and show them the borders. Right now, they're way too stressed out and fighting me. But that's really the only way for us to hold on to them as we show them how the no fence works and they get used to the beep. So we're not going to do that for a couple days. We're going to let them just kind of get acclimated. As you can see, they're still kind of breathing heavily. They got lots of water, got food, so they should be pretty good. So there's our chicken coop. We got about 30 birds in there. Fortunately, our first shipment of 22 birds, only 6 survived, and 5 of those are roosters. So the neighbors are pretty happy about that, as you can imagine. We're probably about 4 weeks away from getting eggs. We do have meat birds coming in about a month, and we have that coop set up for the meat birds. And then you can see right there, we got 3 roosters coming to the front. And then we got another one back in the doorway there. That's 4 of the 5 roosters. It's really nice. Hey, buddy.
How do you?
Yeah.
She did.
Yes, they did. You want to say hi? Can you wave? Hold on. Let me get here. Wave and say hi. What's your shirt? Minions. You're happy? Very cool. Thanks for sticking all the way through this. We really appreciate it. Things are starting to get a little bit exciting again around here. We had a couple bummer months, if you've seen the last couple of videos, and now with some new animals, it seems to have breathed some new life into what we're doing around here. Next month or so, we're just going to try and assimilate them, make sure we understand how to best care for them. We do have some meat birds coming. If you want to follow on with these adventures, please subscribe. We appreciate that. And until then, have a great day.